So good to see everybody this week. We're obviously in a different location. A week before Thanksgiving, my neighbor is getting his house re-roofed due to a hailstorm that we had about a month ago at our house. And I'm out at our pavilion at our church property. You're seeing the fields behind me, and I realize what a great place to do Psalm 46. Great memories here. We are selling this piece of property, and I believe we're moving on December the 6th, so could be my last time here. So a lot of emotion about that, and just how much God has been good, and how thankful I am for all the brothers and sisters who have loved me and cared for me and put up with me in so many ways over the past 40 some years. Actually since about 1981, when we created Triangle Outreach from Brooks Avenue, and then 1983 Triangle Park Church of Christ. So God has been good. We did Psalm 46 last week. We said we would do part B this week, and focusing on God being with us. And I'm going to read this psalm, and we're going to focus on that for a short while, and then next week we will do a psalm on Thanksgiving to prepare us for that holiday. And again, very thankful already for this time with all of you, and I hope you're having a great week. Let's pray together. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble at its swelling. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy habitation of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God will help her when morning dawns. The nations rage, the kingdoms totter. He utters his voice, and the earth melts. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come, behold the works of the Lord, how he has brought desolations on the earth. He makes wars cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the chariots with fire. Be still and know that I am the Lord. I am God. I will be exalted among all the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Last time we focused on being still, and I pray that that was helpful for all of you as we thought about being still in front of God from A to Z, and what it really means to focus on God in a with God type lifestyle. And today we want to continue that in talking about this psalm and God being with us. One of the things that I thought about is just the words here for God: refuge, our strength, our present help, not our help in the future, but our help today. Our help during COVID, our help during the loss of job, our help during for a lot of us, loneliness. Zoom is great. The boxes are great. I've gotten used to doing that and talking about all the different people in the boxes, but having fellowship is one thing that I know we all miss. Being able to see each other and to hug each other and to love each other and to serve one another. At these times, we need to remember God is our refuge, our strength, our fortress, and he's our present help. Think about our brothers and sisters in Guatemala. As we just got through Mark Felcher and others helping out down there a little bit, some of us, as they saw the mountains moved into the heart of the sea. They saw the waters of the sea rage and foam through Eta, and now another storm coming behind it. God is with them. God used some of us to be with them. And that's the great connection between a lifestyle that centers around loving God and loving your neighbor as yourself, that I believe from the very beginning of the Garden of Eden to right now, to the end of Revelation, God is with us. You know, God says in Revelation that the sea will be no more, that God will be with us and there will be no more evil, but there will be a river. He says here in this psalm, there is a river whose streams make glad the city of God. If you get a chance to go back and read Revelation 22, the first 5 verses, it talks about the river of life. The sea, the evil, the chaos has gone, but the God of calm and the God of quiet and the God of life and the God who provides light, because there will be no sun or moon needed, because God will be our light in the new heaven and the new earth. God will be there, and there will be a river of life. And the psalmist addresses that in poetry, that God is with us in that way. He also says here that God takes away, or God that will take away and meet our fears. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way. One of my great moments this week in conversations with dear sister Nancy Acree, as we sat and talked for about an hour this week, me just trying to be there for her and realizing that God had put her there for me, maybe more than me for her, and I'm thankful for that. We talked through our fears. Maybe this is a good time for you to think about that. If you have someone that you can talk through, whether it be a mentor or a coach or a brother or a sister or a best friend, to give your fears and your anxieties over to God. We feared a lot of things growing up. We feared the dark. We feared certain animals. We sometimes feared our mom and dads. We feared other relatives in our families. We feared the worst. Some of us utilized medications and other things to overcome and compensate for our fears. And God is saying in this psalm, be still and know that you can cast all your anxieties on me, that you can lay your fears before God, that you can talk through your fears with other brothers and sisters. And that is a way that we develop a great kinship and friendship. And as Nancy goes through end-of-life issues and is in hospice care, one of the great things that I was encouraged by her is her approach to going to meet God, that God will take care of all of her fears, that God will be there to meet her, and that God will be there to love her, and that she will get to see and to be a part of whatever paradise is with God now, and one day we, as her brothers and sisters, will get to be there with her. So I close out with this thought in this prayer. The God of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. If this was a song, this would be the chorus. It's written twice there in Psalm 46. And that's what we need. We sometimes try to live over God and under God and for God and above God and all these other ways. But in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word was there in the beginning, John 1 and 2 say. John's translation or interpretation, maybe, of Genesis 1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, was that God and the Son and the Spirit were with each other, that they lived a with God lifestyle. So I want you to understand that God did not create us because he needed somebody to love him. He had Father, Son, and Spirit who loved each other unconditionally, who lived together in fellowship, who lived together in divine partnership. And God, the three in one, created us not to be loved, but to love us. And that might be the greatest encouragement of being still and getting to know God. That this is what God is all about. That he is our fortress, our refuge. He is our present help and our future hope. Faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is the love of God for us. And he manifests that in his Son and in his Spirit. I pray this psalm has been great for you both last week and this week, and you will meditate on the thoughts from Psalm 46, and they will be an encouragement to you. May God bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you this week, and may he bring you grace and peace. May you be satisfied with the joy of his presence, and ultimately may he be satisfied with the joy of our presence as we love each other as he has first loved us. Have a great week. Thanks. Bye.